It's time to go.
Going west.
Go west.
Oh.
One of my favorite bands.
What, the Village People? Is that Village People?
Yeah, that was... Well,
or no, Pet
that
Shop
was,
Boys.
Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to head west. I have a feeling that this is significantly less pleasant than the Pet Shop Boys, however.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jared's determined that it's time to break camp and head west.
All right.
I love this guy's just heaping all responsibility upon you specifically.
Well, I did pay the most money.
It's true. You are financing this fucking trip to the west. Everybody else is just napping or reading fucking books, man.
Not me. I'm
Not
the
you.
fucking scout.
You're doing all the chores.
All
2,100 miles to California.
Yep.
Company and every other company heading west realize that the wagons are too heavy.
Oh, gotta lighten those wagons.
Mm-hmm.
The traffic is very heavy leaving Independence.
Yep.
There must be hundreds of wagons, usually pulled by 6 to 8 mules or oxen on the trail. The trails become deeply rutted, making passage difficult. Wagon axles break, wheels fall off, wagons sink up to their axles and mood. If they cannot be pulled out, they are abandoned.
Oh my.
45 miles down the trail. Trail forks. To the south is the Santa Fe Trail. To the north, the Oregon-California Trail.
Nice.
Very few take the southern route.
Yeah, because who the fuck wants to go to Santa Fe?
Well, exactly. Uh-oh, first Indians. The first Indians encountered are the Shawnee and Potawatomis. Sorry, I want to get this right. Potawatomis. Yeah, sure. Much to the surprise of most
You're dismissive. You of
some.
all people were of the name of that tribe.
Wait, I want to get this right. Is it this? Yeah, whatever. They're very friendly and helpful. They're the friendly ones.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, well, they're the ones who are less likely to kill your ass.
Whew. We crossed the Kansas River and we didn't sink.
Yay! That's a good start.
That could have happened.
That's true.
You're now approaching the land of the Pawnee Indians. This is the tribe of Indians that is most feared by travelers. It's necessary to keep a keen watch at all times.
Does this mean that we can get ourselves killed?
The plains teem with buffalo.
Oh.
Herds of them stretch as far as the eye can see. Wildlife is extremely abundant. But the traveling masses do little to preserve their surroundings as they make haste to the west.
I feel like we missed one of the
horrible
dialogue boxes.
white people they are. Oh, yeah, right.
That's all right. That's good.
While traveling the trail, you find that those who have gone before you have left a trail of litter and garbage. If there was no trail, you would have hardly noticed. You could have just followed the trash. It's a sad sight.
It is. That's actually pretty depressing, really.
White people!
Yeah.
Also, along the way, you find discouraged travelers heading back home in their wagons.
You'd think that if you came this far, that like people would be less inclined to just like fuck off back to the east.
Yeah, well, yeah. Fort Kearney.
Welcome to Fort Kearney.
Recently built by the U.S. Army to attempt to keep peace between the Pawnee and the Sioux Indians. Travelers look forward to Fort Kearney for various reasons. I think I know what that is. Some just want a place to mail letters. Others are interested in how many others have passed before them. Leaders want information on the condition of the trails ahead, and the hookers help too.
Yeah, well, you know. Take it where you can get it, right?
The famous hookers of Fort Kearney.
Bearded.
The famous bearded hookers of Fort Kearney.
There's a whole group of them. It's disturbing.
The trail is wide and easy to traverse. The Platte River provides an ample supply of water. Between Fort Kearney and Fort Laramie, the company should average 17 miles per day.
Nice.
The upward slope is so gentle, the animals barely feel the grade. Discarding those unnecessary items in Fort Kearney really paid off. The captain advises the rest of the company that this will be the easiest part of the trip, so you better enjoy it.
Wow. Mandatory fun.
Thanks, Captain.
Yeah.
Mandatory fun. Due to the lack of wood to burn for fires, the common fuel substitute is buffalo chips.
And sometimes Indians.
And sometimes Indians. They burn well if they're dry. If they're damp, they smoke a lot. If they are wet, they are next to fireproof.
Burning wet shit. Sounds great.
So,
yes?
one of the main obstacles between you and Fort Laramie is crossing of the South Platte. Is it Platte? I bet it is, because that's... we'll
go with Platte.
We'll go with Platte. What makes this crossing so difficult is the riverbed. It's like quicksand. Oh, yeah. So we did this before.
Yeah.
And we had a major catastrophic crash just after this.
Yeah, we ran out of memory.
Yeah.
It was bad.
The game ran out of memory.
Yep.
On a computer 1,000 times better than it was made to run on.
Yeah, well, I think we probably just didn't allocate enough memory in DOSBox. But anyway, hopefully it works this time.
So we'll see.
Yep.
All right, I'm holding my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Take the company to the most prominent landmarks of the trek, and also of the West.
Yay! Honestly, holding your breath might actually
Ash
not
Hollow!
be the greatest choice. Ash Hollow. I felt like there was going to be more between there. Courthouse Rock!
Courthouse Rock!
Chimney Rock!
Ooh, we
I
went
have a
right
feeling that
through
there's
Chimney
probably
Rock.
a lot of, like, mildly interestingly shaped rocks that were named along this path just because people were really bored and looking for things to do.
Yeah. Lots of landmarks.
Yeah.
All along the way, the wagons have been getting lighter, but climbing the gentle slopes of the northern Platte, your captain finds it necessary to lighten the load even more. See you later, Jared.
Just kicks you over the edge.
The captain also takes note of the need to increase the care given to the animal teams. There's much tough terrain ahead.
I thought he said this was going to be the easy leg of the journey.
No, that's done now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Fort Laramie is another military station along the way that weary travelers long to reach.
Very long.
Once they arrive, many meet with great disappointment. They're unable to acquire many of the articles they desperately need, such as fresh animals to replace those that have died along the way, or those that will not last much longer. That's just called dinner.
Yep.
You could have all the money in the world, and it wouldn't be useless. And it would be useless.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be. They just aren't available. The text is so huge.
It is very large.
Full
I
screen.
mean, yeah, watching this game in full screen on a 1920 by 1080 monitor is an ordeal.
When I played this as a kid, I skipped all through these. I just went enter. I didn't read this at all.
Oh, yeah? So you
this
missed
whole
out on all this,
educational bit?
this educational text.
I know. Leaving Fort Laramie, the scenery changes abruptly to snow.
Oh.
From the gentle slopes of the plain, you are now traveling on the sandy, steep trails leading into the hills called the Black Hills. Because of the dense growth of juniper and pine, of course.
Edutainment.
It is now obvious that many wagons on the trail are still extremely overloaded, and they all have been abandoning unnecessary items in mass quantities. Holy shit, okay.
Oh my, alright. Well, why would you throw the bacon away? That's like
abandoned articles consisting of bacon? That's the number one, too.
Yeah, like...
Sugar. I know. Camp equipment, cooking utensils, clothes, household furniture, stoves, gridirons, carpenter's tools, blacksmith anvils, crowbars, drills, augers, gold washers, chisels, axes, trunks, spades, plows, large grindstones, baking ovens, kegs, barrels are everywhere.
Like, I could totally see, like, blacksmith's anvils and cooking ovens and shit like that, but why throw away the food? It's
no kidding.
Bacon, man.
It's bacon.
Or at least, like, just, like, sit down and just fucking binge on bacon, you know?
Yeah, No kidding. One company, once in the Black Hills, finally discarded an entire sawmill they planned to operate in California.
God, you'd think that they would just set up shop right there instead. I guess they were looking for gold. No. I don't know. Like, if that was your plan in California, why bother, like... I don't know. Anyway.
I know. People are dumb.
Yep, they are.
Anything of value that was discarded was usually ruined in some way so that successive travelers would not be able to use the item.
Oh, that's a dick
white
move.
People. Oh, yeah. As for your company, the captain orders that every item that isn't essential to the trip must be discarded, no matter how small. Fortunately for you, the solid gold coin you brought with you from Brooklyn was still in your pocket. So you still have that.
Mm.
The letter from your long-lost brother Jake was in your hip pocket, along with the gold flake under the stamp. So that's still with you. And your family photo fits in your pocket, so that isn't discarded. The company decides to allow you to keep the Bible, just in case someone needs it later. Everything else is thrown from the wagon beside the trail. I'm so glad I brought that pick.
Mm. And the shovel.
Yeah.
And the lamp.
Gone. And the lantern.
Yep.
Gone. The only way to cross the North Platte River is by ferry. The line of wagons waiting to cross the river sometimes reaches 20 miles in length.
Nice.
Impatient companies cut down trees and make their own rafts for their wagons. All of them die. The scenery changes once again. The landscape is barren and dotted with sagebrush.
Ooh.
This desert-like region has a few widely scattered ponds, most of which are poisonous pools of alkaline water.
Don't want to stop drink there.
It's a gruesome sight to see, the result of one of your animals partaking of the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding these alkaline ponds, the sage bushes are outnumbered only by animal carcasses.
That's marvelous.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Nothing
That's
quite
good
like
news.
just a shit ton of animal carcasses at Mono Lake.
It's a welcome relief to pass from the alkaline territory into the region of Sweetwater River, where the water is just that. Sweet.
Because it's filled with all
the corpses of dead
corpses
animals.
of animals that died at the alkaline ponds.
Ooh, this is a hell of a journey.
Mm-hmm.
I see they're simulating the tediousness of the overland journey by throwing text box at you.
Well, you have to have the whole experience, right? Like,
oh yeah. The Sweetwater Valley, the trail across a broad plateau to South Pass, the halfway point of your cross-country check. Kill me now.
Yep.
A short break from the seemingly never-ending toil of crossing the country is taken at South Pass to celebrate reaching the halfway point of your journey, which coincides with the Continental Divide. You're now on the Pacific side of the Rockies, mother...
Yay, and halfway there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Look how close we are, actually. That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, we're like getting towards like Arizona, Nevada.
We're a long way from Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, we are a very long way from Brooklyn Heights.
Your wagon train is now entering an arid stretch of land. It will be 50 miles before you or the animals will be able to taste the refreshing, cool water of the Green River. Every container is filled to the brim with the life-giving water so that the next... it'll be so valuable for the next few days. Jesus. The trail across this desolate wasteland is strewn with dead oxen. The animals, as well as you, are parched and desperately in need of water. Uh-oh. The captain bellows a command, and the animal team comes to a halt. You are at the top of the steep hill overlooking the Green River.
There's a stark contrast between where you are and what it looks like at the bottom here.
Yeah. The wagon and animal team at the top of the steep hill in the valley below lies the Green River. Okay, so we got to go drink some of that water, but we're
We're in need of that water, but what, dangerous terrain? Is that what I'm reading here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I got it.
So
all right.
if we go down there, they're going to rush towards the water and kill us all.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably not the best way to handle that then.
So here's my plan.
Okay. Well, before we execute upon your master plan, we're going to have to take a break.
Oh, man. That was a thrilling episode.
That was an episode that was rife with edutainment. Infested with edutainment.
Oh, just so much information. Now you know about the bearded hookers of Fort Laramie.
Yep. That's probably the most important thing to take home from this.
Oh, man. Tune in next time when things will actually fucking happen.
Yeah, when we're actually even controlling what's going on as opposed to watching a dot go across a couple of maps.
It's okay. That was needed.
Gold Rush.
At least we didn't watch grass grow.
That's true. We have an entire 15-minute episode queued up for you guys. That's only us sitting there discussing how long it's taking for the grass to finish growing. I timed it. It's 15 minutes. It's a full damned episode.
You just wait. All right, everybody. Come back next time. Thanks. Bye.
Later.